Hi everyone, welcome to my stream, or my video! I'm a voice actor, and I love Danganronpa as a series in terms of class trials, and twists, and turns, and murders, and... I heard Phoenix Wright is a lot like that. I don't know, I heard my friends have been recommending it. I think a lot of people who enjoy Danganronpa really like Phoenix Wright games, so... I'm just gonna give it a shot myself and see how it goes. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Let's do it. I think I bought all 3 games, but it went on sale, so. Oh my gosh. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Looks like you've been shot in the forehead. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I should have given him a more sinister voice because he's a sinister little boy. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Officers. Boy, am I nervous! Hi, I'm Phoenix.
Right!
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Is that allowed? Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. Shut up, this is my line. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Am I Nick? Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Is that my nickname? My nickname? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. There's a dead girl. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble and farting. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck and stars in his eyes. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one. which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Order! Order in the court! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. I'm paid, by the way.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
I'm giving him the Wilford Wharf stash treatment. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hands shaking, eyesight fading, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please, state the name of the defendant in this case.
Hey, guys, I went to law school. It's not me, FA. I am the defense attorney, but the defendant. I'm calling the defendant to the stand. Yeah, that's Larry Butts.
The defendant?
Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait.
Uh-oh. No. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on.
Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. I don't know who you are, Mia, but I'll do it for you. I'll press tab. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to trauma. Cindy?
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinder block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once.
By a blunt object. Sorry, Your Honor, I wasn't mocking you.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the ground next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
A statue in the shape of the Thinker is rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial.
That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use Tab to check the court record frequently.
I know, Mia, you already said that. Sorry, that was the...
I'll get these characters' voices down. It's weird that they're not voiced in-game. It makes you wonder why they didn't reach out to me to voice these characters. Anyway,
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
And the prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Bunce, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Like, the defendant killed Mia. Cindy Stone. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe as generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day she died.
Passport added to the court. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Just like me, I'm a sugar daddy, I don't have any.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him from answering.
No, that's wrong! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Ooh.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheatin' she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is not so good looking. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly, right? Honesty is what you have to do in the courtroom, so.
I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Murmur, 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 murmur.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? What?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. The victim!
She's dead. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Murmur, murmur, murmur.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Excuse me, please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand. Sorry, I'm not drunk.
Hey, there's my bullet hole-headed freak. Back it up. I'm sorry if that's, like, not a mole and it's some religious thing. I just assumed it was a mole and I was making fun of him for it, but he's a murderer. I'm innocent. Don't put me on trial.
Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. Oh, I can't talk today, sorry. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. You lying trash bag.
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth?
I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the victim in the phone? Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes! Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
I thought, what's his name? Phoenix Wright was like a good lawyer. Is he not? And maybe just this is his first ever case, and he gets better as the games go along, or it's like, I don't know. I love him though, I love him. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied during his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face, like this.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. All right.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Thinking a stranger looked inside the apartment. Yep. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Right, hold on. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working, so you did step inside. I'm sure it's the time of death thing, but do I need to, like, point out every single instance of lies? Do I need to? Oh, present.
Objection!
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judges. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. The time.
It was 1 p.m.
Alright. But the time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that! Objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Objection, Your Honor. There was a blackout.
I see you had a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Here we go.
Probably coming from the television.
Now, is this one the one where I say there was a blackout, Your Honor? Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well...
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sahwit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear at the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Is he seriously trying to say that?
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
Is he trying to say that the victim was killed by a clock? We know what the victim was killed by.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Bim bum bum bim bum bum. Objection! Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah, because he said that he didn't enter the apartment, and if he sees all these details like a television and trying to use the phone and using the clock to tell the time, wouldn't that mean he has entered the apartment? Does that not matter? If I say no, will it just end the trial? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Murmur, 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 murmur. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sahwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw...
You.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Ah, murmur. Order in my court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting... Gulp.
I said gulp and actually needed to gulp.
The defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor.
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock, but we don't have it with us, do we? Examine the clock's batteries. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Oh, dip. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahwit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Get him, Mia. Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit.
Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Use the thinker.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can, because she was just on a trip to France, and France is 3 hours behind, I'm guessing. Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder.
E.
Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder.
As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home! That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ooh, got him. Ew. Murmur, he's dead.
Order! Order, I say! Did that man just die? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna throw up. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butt, guilty.
Not guilty, sorry.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Yikes.
Whew, I still can't believe we won!
Right! Good job in there. Congratulations!
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy.
If she's this glad,
Imagine how Larry must feel. His girlfriend's dead. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
That's not a great headline. Nobody knows who that is.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat?
Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Why not go out with me, Larry?
Oh, hey. Hey, here, take this. Take that. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
I don't know anything about these games, right? But this is the first trial of the first game of Phoenix Wright. A woman was beat to death with a clock that looked like the Thinker. The chief just got that same clock. Is there gonna be a trial where the murder victim is the chief and she's gonna be killed with the clock? I'm just guessing. I'm throwing stuff out. I've never played a game like this, so I have no idea how they go, but...
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry!
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, the statue, right? That she held on to it, that she took it with her on her trip, right? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. With great power comes great responsibility. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
A date? Yeah, I guess so. Where are we gonna eat?
Say, how about dinner?
On me! Let's go!
We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah! Innocent butts, just like mine.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends," in his country accent that he has. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Wait, we didn't get paid for that? I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. I called that. I mean, it was kind of obvious, right? But dude. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
No way. I didn't know it'd be like the very next trial. Is it? A brand new episode has been added. Okay, this game is cool so far. Hi. Were you enjoying that video? I hope so, because there's more coming. I did the investigation of the next trial. You'll never believe what happens. Yeah, it was long, so, I gotta cut that down. I think I'll do trial investigation as videos, you know, just pump them out whenever I can, so. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye!